This is my third trip to Florida. I had not seen any gators. On this year's trip to the Florida Keys and other parts, part of the agenda was to see some real gators. I had been told they are plentiful throughout the Keys, but I did not see any. On our return trip to Panama City Beach from the Florida Keys, we adjusted our schedule to include Highway 41 through the Florida Everglades. There has to be some gators there. And there were. Lots of them. The drive via Highway 41 is an almost perfectly straight 2-lane road through the middle of the Everglades, often with a channel of water beside the highway. There were lots of tourist spots offering airboat rides throughout the journey. We stopped at one briefly called Gator Park. There were dozens of airboats waiting to take those interested deeper into the Everglades for a close-up look. These are monster machines with the typical throaty V8 engine and prop combination on the back. Gator Park had a nice layout with a store filled with ample souvenirs. Walking around the grounds was a display of birds and gators. There were big ones, small ones, all sizes. In fact, the sign out front even offered gator wrestling. We almost felt sorry for them being cooped up in small cages. There seemed to be so many in such small spaces, all concrete and gravel with small ponds of water. This was not what we were looking for. On the road again, we figured we may have seen all the gators we were going to see. When a little over halfway through Highway 41, we went by this small place where there were a lot of people standing on walkways looking down at the water. Like the vehicle in front of me, brakes, U-turn, back to the entrance of a ranger station called Oasis. There were every kind of alligator you could imagine. Some were huge, lying in the grass, basking in the sun. They look so harmless until you look closely and see their huge teeth, or the half-open eye that was observing their surroundings carefully, or the slight tail movement that indicated who was ready for instant action. Some were hidden beneath the water with their eyes just barely sticking out. Others swam lazily through the channel of water. This was awesome. Gators in their natural environment, living like they're supposed to. Nature at its best was displayed with various large birds wandering the banks and in the water, often grabbing a fish for lunch, with the gators not paying the least bit of attention. Even a number of fish were swimming around, sometimes jumping out of the water, and other than the birds, not a care in the world. The sign says it's illegal to feed or harass wildlife. Do not approach the alligators. Well, I have no intention of falling over that fence and becoming a tasty snack. This certainly satisfied my desire to see alligators. We almost whizzed by and didn't stop. This is a hidden gem. I am so glad we turned around and went back. Ranger Station, Oasis.